So, this is the Nick Man here at V Head Ranch with another episode of True Story, or is this just a joke? You determine. So, anyway, born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, and we always, the de facto standard was Denny's. Well, one day, IHOP comes into town, and we're like, oh, this is a new store. Well, I don't know if IHOP was new at the time or it was just new to us, but it was new to us. So, my brother-in-law, Chino, is my ex-wife, Lee. She's Vietnamese. Chino, he's, married and to Daisy, and they had a son, Javier. And Javier just was addicted to video games. That kid was so fidgety. So we go to IHOP, and we get a table, and Javier is just driving us nuts. If you know Javier, you'll know what I mean. So he's sitting there, and I go, can I give him some money to play with? He's like, yeah. So I give him, I reach in my pocket, and I happen to have 80 cents. I had 3 quarters and a nickel. So Chino and I, we're sitting there just talking. We already ordered and everything, and we're waiting for the waitress. We're just talking. And out of our daddy spider senses, you know how when your kids are doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, triggered. We both, because I got 3 daughters, and we both stopped and we looked at Javier, and he's red. He ain't saying a word. And we look down, and there's 75 cents. We're missing the nickel. And we're like, oh, well, Chino's losing his mind. And I just snap into 911. And again, we didn't have cell phones, so I run to the counter and says, call 911, call 911. My nephew's choking on the nickel. And this most beautiful woman was sitting next to me. She was wearing, she had her glasses on. She had her hair down. She had one of those dress skirts. It wasn't like sexy and revealing, but it was very put together. And I don't know if she had a vest, but she definitely had a jacket on. And I go, you gotta call 911, gotta call 911. And she looked at me, she looked at Javier, she figured out the situation. She took off her glasses, set them on the counter. She took a pencil out of her pocket, tied her hair up in a bun, stuck the pencil in her hair. She walked over to Javier, calm as can be. She got down and looked him in the eyes. She put her hand on his shoulder, and then she grabbed him by the junk. And we're like, what in the hell? So she starts squeezing him and squeezing him and squeezing him. She and I are like, what the hell's going on? I go, I have no idea. So she's squeezing. Finally, Javier just coughs up that nickel. She catches it in midair. That was like a ninja move. Puts it in her pocket, gets up, pulls out her pencil, walks back, sits down, puts on her glasses. So Chino and I, we're checking out Javier. Is he okay? He's like crying. Who wouldn't cry? You're dying. And he's choking. I'm like, this is the most thing. So I go up to the lady. I said, excuse me, doctor. I've never seen that before. She goes, doctor? Oh, no, sir. I'm an IRS agent. A stupid joke, because that's what they do.